So when my mom went for her first appointment, when she, noticed that something was off and that, maybe she should have it checked out, in our minds, we just knew it couldn't be cancer. There was no way that that was possible. And what's kind of ironic about it is that she found out in October, which is obviously Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And she said, it is breast cancer and it's stage 4 inflammatory breast cancer. And so obviously, we were just completely shocked and couldn't believe that it was possible for, my mom to have breast cancer. So we were devastated, but my mom, her perspective was right, and she didn't go into it negatively. She had such a good attitude, and so she was ready to just grab the bull by the horns and just do everything that she could to fight it. My mom was a woman of faith, and she never looked at her cancer as as something that shouldn't have happened to her. A lot of people would be like, why you? Why do you have breast cancer? You're such a good person. And her response was always, why not me? And if one person could see her faith and be positively impacted by that, then she felt like her entire journey was worth it. She lived that, and even at her funeral, it was such a testament to God's grace to just see how many people were there and how many people were positively impacted by her life and her legacy. Just to see her live out her faith through the most difficult things she could ever go through, even up until her death, was just, it's inspiring to me. She passed away on Sunday morning, April 10th. The Saturday morning before is when they finally were like, there's nothing else we can do, she's most likely gonna die. They told us, we could consider hospice or she could stay there, and we were really conflicted about what we should do, because we wanted her to die peacefully, obviously, but we didn't. If you know my mom, she always worried about her house being a mess, and so we worried that taking her home would, kind of have her on display, and I didn't want for it to be, like that. I wanted her to pass with dignity. The Lord actually took care of that. She passed away Sunday morning, really early in the morning, and we didn't have to worry with taking her home. It was a peaceful death, and it was just, it was exactly how it should have been. I felt like she would have been proud to have passed that way. That probably sounds really morbid, but the treatment that she got at Highland was just incredible. The doctors were awesome, the nurses were awesome, and she was always comfortable. She never suffered, and that is 100% the most important part to me, was that to not have had to watch her suffer like that. I had this overwhelming peace, and I feel like it, came partially from the environment that she was in, and obviously, just Jesus. And I feel like He just enabled us to take on something that we thought that we could never, handle. And we were able to make decisions that, probably are hard for people to make, obviously, but we made them, and, God's grace. So.